Shane Colbert with Colbert Tech Repair, and today I have another edition of Tech News. Excuse me. You can see here I have my new monitor mount. You can hear my sexy voice even better now. Oh yeah. So it sounds a lot better. But let's get into today's tech news. SimCity is finally getting an offline mode. Finally. Now, the general manager of Maxis and Reveal said on Monday that the developer was working on a mode that does not require an internet connection, which will come in the next update. An offline mode has been the single most requested feature from SimCity fans, most of whom have been annoyed for the need of persistent connection and server issues. The launch of SimCity last year was one of the worst launches of a game ever. This announcement comes after EA executives previously said that an offline mode would be too difficult to implement and would require a wholesale change in its architecture. In Update 10, SimCity players will be able to log into their cities, and all of the previously available downloaded content will be available no matter what. Beyond the standard online game, there will be a single-player mode that allows you to play offline by yourself. Players can save and load the game rather than rely on the game's current cloud auto-saving feature. Finally, more retailers have been victimized by the data breaches on the holidays. And Target's breach is a lot bigger than was previously said. When the breach originally happened, Target said that approximately 40 million credit and debit card numbers were stolen. They were stolen using malware from their point-of-sale machines. But apparently that number has increased to 110 million customers. Now, that means these people have your name, mailing address, phone number, and email address, as well as your debit and credit card number. If you shopped at Target in the United States between November 27th and December 15th. I have told you guys before, and I'll tell you again, please check your credit card statements to make sure that you have not been hacked. It says that there are at least 3 more well-known retailers that experienced similar smaller breaches, but they have not yet been publicly revealed. The additional attacks use similar techniques as the attack on Target. So it appears that even more companies have been hit, but Target's hit was a lot bigger than they expected. 110 million is a hell of a lot more than 40 million. Soon after Target's security breach was reported last month, the fraud industry experts saw from a 10 to a 20-fold increase in high-value cards. Batches of up for 1 million cards were selling from anywhere from $20 as high as $100 per card. Guys, please check your credit card statements. Make sure you have not been part of the hack. Gamers have been targeted by hackers. That's what Kaspersky Labs says. They've discovered in 2013 that 1.7 million attacks happened to PC gamers. They know of 4.6 million pieces of gaming-focused malware right now, and there's around 34,000 attacks relating to gaming malware happening daily. Russian gamers were the worst hit, as hackers took 9 million attempts on them throughout 2013. Vietnam was second with 500,000, and China was third with 300,000. They say that gaming has an ever-increasing fan base, which also means that the number of potential victims for cybercriminals is rising as well. The cybercriminals are taking a lot of effort into their attacks, and we can see the upsurge in sophistication. There are some underground forums that are ridden with cybercrooks. They are selling people's gaming accounts, such as the portal and marketplace Steam, and the market for username and passwords is fueled by the attacks on the gaming companies themselves. Malware types target specific games such as Minecraft. Earlier this year, a fake Minecraft tool built with Java promised to give the player powers such as banning other users, but was also stealing usernames and passwords in the background. When Grand Theft Auto 5 landed earlier this year, various sites offered fake downloads to access the record-smashing game for free, but when users downloaded the game, they received about 18 gigabytes of malware. So, here's some advice for safe gaming. You should really be doing this already, but if you're not, listen to my words now. Do not click on any offers that look too good to be true. Do not click on ads. Use strong and varied passwords across your gaming accounts. Use different passwords on everything. I was hacked on my Twitter from somebody down in Tijuana, Mexico. They hacked my Twitter and started direct messaging all of my followers, and I changed my password. I had the same password across all accounts, so I changed all my passwords to something different on every account. It can happen to anybody. Get a good quality antivirus application. I use AVG, and along with AVG, I also run Avast. I prefer Avast. I did buy Avast and got their full protection. Be careful who you are friending with online. There's been a lot of people going into MMOs just specifically looking to hack people, so be careful. And only download your games from legitimate sellers. Please don't use Pirate Bay. Don't torrent your games. Yes, you might be getting a free game, but you also might be getting a bunch of malware. And finally, in 2014, Intel is going to be ditching the McAfee name and refocusing its security products. Now, Intel said last week that it will ditch the McAfee brand for its security products and services and offer free mobile security software to customers running Android, iOS, and other operating systems on their smartphones and tablets. The company announced both moves at CES in Vegas. So now McAfee is one of the oldest brands in computer security. It's been in use most of the years since it's been founded in 1987, even though the company has changed hands several times. But Intel wants to shed the brand this year for a brand new security system they're just going to call Intel Security. Now, adding that Intel will retain the long-used logo with the red shield with the letter M dominant. Outside the US, McAfee doesn't actually translate well, but Intel is an understood brand. Intel bought McAfee in 2010 for $7.7 billion. But John McAfee actually left the company a long time ago. In 2012, he made headlines after he fled to Belize, where authority wanted to question him in the death of his neighbor, and he turned up in Guatemala. In December 2012, authorities extradited him to the U.S., where he currently lives. Now, last year, he was released, last of the year, he released an over-the-top profanity, sex, and drug image-laced videos, which was an awesome video. If you haven't seen it, I will link it down below. It has 4.6 million views where he blasted the McAfee security software. In December, after talk of Intel changing its security brand surfaced, John McAfee pleaded on his website for help in making that happen. He said, "I would be thrilled to finally free myself, my image, and my name." Now, after Intel's announcement last week, John McAfee tweeted to the company formerly known as McAfee, "Thank you. Thank you." And it seems the feelings were mutual. "As an employee, I'm happy to separate," said Fay, who's the owner of Intel. And as he argued that buyers did not associate John McAfee with the company he started. He's been out of IT for almost 20 years. Now, along with the name change, Intel said that it will also give away a standalone mobile security product, which a name has not been finalized yet. But they are bringing security to every mobile device. The software will be available for both the Intel and the ARM processor architectures. He said that there is not some freemium strategy and it will not have ads. It really is a commitment that computing should be safe. So it's going to be completely free mobile security. Right now, McAfee charges $30 annually for its mobile security package. But Intel will be following other mobile security vendors and making its software free. Alright guys, this has been it for today's tech news. I want to end on a note. I hope you liked my video on my RaidMax tower. Thank you, RaidMax, for sending that to me. I'm also in contact with another company. Supposed to be getting another tower here pretty soon. I also wanted to get your guys' input on the channel, what you would like to see different. Do you like my StarCraft videos I've been putting up? Do you like my tech reviews? Do you like the tech news segments? Do you like my magic unboxings I'm doing? I would like to get your guys' input and see exactly what you want to see on this channel. My viewers really mean a lot to me. You really do. and I would like to get your input to see what I can do to make this better. But with all that said, this has been Tan Colbert with Colbert Tech Repair with today's tech news. If you liked, give me a like. If you didn't, please feel free to give me a dislike. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment right down there in the comment section below. You can find me on Twitter at TanColbert92, and you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/ColbertTechRepair. I'll see you guys next time.